Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another fine literature hour. Yes, we are back after a week. Are we gonna do this weekly, Ezra? You think?
Yeah, maybe. I think so. It could probably be done
Oh,
until this
nice.
book is finished.
Yeah, we're
I
about
don't see why not.
77 pages in from 273, so we could power through
So much has
this.
happened. So much has happened.
Oh my god, so much. This is such a plot-heavy book.
Oh,
What? Where did we leave off? That was chapter 11. Was it when Jared and the dog? Oh no, she got invited to his
uh,
house.
he went to his house. She was there in a bikini. The
Mhm.
dog licked her face with raw chicken tongue. And where was mom during this part? I thought he lived alone. Like, was she there during the party?
No, I
When
think
she must not have been. I don't. It just like I don't. Okay.
just vibe with it. I'm not sure if it was mentioned before, at least maybe even in the first chapter, that the parents were always gone. Maybe he's like a neglected kid. Maybe that's his character arc.
Oh wait, Jared left. Okay. The
Oh,
mom is like, "Oh, let's catch up," and then Jared leaves. I
oh,
see. That's what's
so
happening now.
are we gonna get some plot? We'll see. Anyway, last time you read chapter 11, and today I am beginning with chapter 12. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Chapter 12. So why haven't I seen you in the 2 weeks I've been home? Oh, there you go, Ezra. I asked
See,
Catherine after we'd discussed my trip and plans for senior year. She poured more coffee for herself. Well, I met someone a few months ago and I stay with him a lot. There you go,
missing
Ezra.
a missing a quotation
Oh
mark.
my god. Jesus, it
Okay,
can't make it two lines in this thing.
it's crazy,
Okay.
man.
I raised my eyebrows in
This is the
surprise.
this is the
Oh,
this is the trad published version, right?
it is,
Like
yeah.
we like quadruple checked that, right? Like this
Yes,
is
yes.
a publisher, Intermix Books, New York. That's who.
No, that's not it. I think this was published by Penguin.
Mix publisher. I mean, it's a digital first imprint of Penguin Random House. It's Penguin Random House.
Yeah.
This
So it's
is
Tradpub.
a top four publisher, right?
Yes.
Like this is a real out of New York City. You know what are we doing here, people? All right, go
More
on. Sorry.
quotation mark. Oh my god. I said you can't make it two lines in this thing. Okay.
It's true.
I raised my eyebrows in surprise and she must have seen it. Because that line.
You must
She,
have. Okay.
yeah, okay. She shook her head and gave me a contrite smile. I guess it sounds bad, she offered, me leaving Jared alone so much. Between my job, his school, and job. What? Between my job, his school, and job. And then all
Oh
of the
yeah, that
things
was.
he's involved in. What the I was just like, you just said your job. Okay. We just don't run into each other a lot. I figure he's happier on his own, and, well, those are three
I think
dots.
you should do her voice like a throaty like cougar mom, like
Like
you know,
stickers. What?
answering the door in like a robe and a cigarette. I feel like that's what she is.
Please demonstrate.
Ah, jeez, now I guess it
Throaty?
sounds bad, she offered. Me leaving Jared alone so much
Oh my god,
between my
it's
school, between my God, I can't even read that sentence. Between my job, his school and job, and then all the things he's involved in, we just don't run into each other a lot. I figure he's happier on his own more and well, happier on his own more and what?
Im-
So clunky.
immediately
Yeah,
I
one of
had
those.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Bend and snap. I don't know if I can do it, but like, oh my god, you got that. Oh, I forgot you're a boomer.
You're a boomer.
I've been hanging around kids too much. They don't know what Legally Blonde is. Okay.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Mm-mm. Her over explanation and inability to finish her thought said more about her disappointment over her relationship with her son than anything else. Did it? Okay.
It did it?
And why was he so busy that her being home was unnecessary? What do you mean, all the things he's involved in? I asked. She
Does not
knitted.
need quote single quotes. God.
Oh my god. She knitted her brows. Well, he works at a No, wait. That is not. Do I make it throaty? Well.
Yeah, that's too throaty. Too throaty. You want like sexy cigarette smoker, not
So I
like
have to drop it
like
like.
4 pack a day.
I drop it like an octave.
You're
Well.
doing like the gremlin voice again.
Well.
Well, you work at the
Well.
garage a few days a week.
Well. Well, he works at the garage a few days a week. I can't do it. I'll find the accent. He
Yeah,
works
you
at
gotta
the
practice it out.
Yeah, he works at the garage a few days a week, races, and then has other obligations. He's hardly ever home, and when he is, it's just to sleep usually. But I do keep tabs on him. When I bought us both new phones for Christmas last year, I installed a GPS app on his so I always know where he is.
Chekhov's GPS app on the phone. Oh
It helps
boy.
disconnect to the grandma and the gun. My
Oh
God.
God.
And that one airplane. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not weird. What other obligations did you mean? I asked. Oh, she said with a nervous smile. Around the time you left last year, things got pretty bad here. Jared was out at all hours. Sometimes he didn't even come home. My drinking got worse with the stress of Jared's behavior. She paused and shrugged her shoulders. Or maybe
Oh,
his behavior.
she didn't shrug her legs?
Maybe she shrugged her toes. Oh my god.
Maybe.
Or maybe his behavior got worse with my drinking. I don't know. But I entered rehab for about a month and got detoxed. Since I'd lived on this street 8 years now, Jared's mom had had a drinking problem. Most of the time, she'd been functional, able to go to work and handle Jared. After he came back from visiting his dad that summer 3 years ago, he changed, and Jared's mom had sought escape
Ooh.
in the bottle more often. Ooh, tea.
Not escape in the bottle. God, what a
Mm,
just teens, you know how they talk.
you know how, yeah.
Yeah.
He got into some trouble and then he got it together. But steps needed to be taken for both of us. I continued to listen, unfortunately, too interested into this rare peak of Jared's life. She still hadn't explained the. What?
Peak.
Peak?
We're into this rare peak of Jared. Shouldn't it be rare peak at Jared's life?
True.
This rare, I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's not technically wrong, but it certainly fucking sounds awkward. But whatever.
Dude, I continued to
Whatever.
listen is like such a editable, cuttable line.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, I continued to listen. I love hearing that characters are that's something they bring up a lot on 372 pages is like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks for telling me like this character is still doing what they were doing in the previous paragraph. I would have they could have been doing anything without you
Yeah,
telling me.
exactly. Anyway, she still hadn't explained the quote unquote other obligations, but I wasn't going to
Quote
pry
unquote
further.
quote on the wrong side of the comma also.
Oh god, yeah. You know, I can't even do my freaking announcement messages without you screaming in my head, the period needs to be italicized.
I
It's
saw. Well, hey,
incredible.
look, that is a nitpick. Okay, I'm not gonna lie that that's. I mean, like that, I'm not gonna like. I'm only calling that out in this because there's so many other errors, but
That's
like it is.
true.
I mean, that is technically how it's supposed to be. Also, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna like make fun of somebody that I'm beta reading for them, but it's like these are professional editors, so it's like they should be doing that. Like
I
I
do
don't know,
not
man.
I don't think this manuscript has seen a professional editor, to be honest.
There's no shot. I mean, there's no
No.
shot. There's
No.
no. This
It's
hasn't even seen like a. I this is like bro, like I don't even understand. I actually legitimately don't understand this because this is like a lot of this stuff would be caught by like word spell checker.
mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like I just don't understand how this is a real book, man. It's so weird.
I
Like
have a
even
conspiracy.
even the quotation mark, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
like basic word spell check will catch that.
I have a
Like I
conspiracy
don't.
theory that this was written on a
Oh yeah.
phone and just uploaded. That is what happened.
Penguin Random House.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, guys?
Publishing phone fix.
I
Okay.
guess.
Anyway, a few months ago, I started seeing someone, and I've been staying with him on the weekends in Chicago. Jared has a lot going on, and I just don't feel like he needs me. I stay here most school nights, but he knows to stay out of trouble on the weekends. Yeah, instead of taking his debauchery elsewhere, he brought it home with him. Some people might see her reasoning as logical. Uh-huh. Since Jared was almost an adult, but I let my judgment form. As much as I liked her, I blamed her for a lot of Jared's unhappiness growing up. I didn't know the.
Yes,
Oh my
women
god.
blaming women. You love to see it.
We love to see mommy issues. That explains
Yeah,
everything,
that
doesn't
too.
it?
Sometimes.
I'm. Anyway, I, I didn't know the whole story, but I'd heard enough to figure out that Jared's father wasn't a good man. He had left when Jared was 2, before I even lived in the neighborhood. Catherine raised her son almost completely alone, but she had developed a drinking problem during her marriage. When Jared was 14, his father called and asked if Jared could come and visit him for the summer. Happily, Jared, how many times has Jared? This is
A
the
lot of
third
times
time.
in this
Yeah.
paragraph. A lot of times.
Happily, Jared agreed and left for 8 weeks. After the visit, though, he returned cold and cruel. His mother's problem got worse, and he was utterly alone. I'd always known deep down that Jared's problem with me was tied to that summer.
You're like, this is the first that we're hearing about it. And she
Yeah,
spent
this.
like 12 chapters being like, I don't know what went wrong
Yeah,
with. I literally feel like she said that like 10 times.
like
So
I don't.
why is she saying I swear to God, she's been like, I don't know what happened. We used to be so close. I swear I might even just search for that phrase. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't, like, this is like unreliable narrator. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I think
This is
she's
the first we're
panicked.
hearing this. This is the first we're hearing this.
I think
Anyway,
chapter 1 to 11 was just vibes, and now I'm like, oh shit, I need to put a plot. At least Penelope was like that. Anyway, the truth was, I resented Catherine. And even though I'd never met Jared's father, I resented him too. I would take responsibility if I'd hurt Jared, but I had no idea what I could have done to deserve his hatred. His parents, on the other hand, had clearly abandoned him. It was one. It was one.
it
It was
it
one that
was
the tip.
on the tip of my tongue, you fucking idiot editor, bro. Come on, bro.
Oh my god!
I don't understand.
I thought I
How
was
is this book
like too dumb to
real?
read.
Ah!
That is a live typo right there. It was on the tip of my tongue to ask her about his scars, but I knew she wouldn't tell me. Instead, I asked, does he see his father? She glanced at me, and I instantly felt like I'd invaded top secret territory. No, was all she said. Wow,
You really
so
needed
much tension.
really needed that was all she said. Since
Just
it's ending the fucking section. Oh god.
to elaborate, in case you didn't catch it.
Yeah.
Okay, scene break. The next day in first period, I sat taking notes about linear approximations when I got a text from Casey, covertly sliding the screen to bring up the message. Yes, that's how phones work. You could just say unlocking, but okay. I completely lost my attention to calculus. Jared texted me last night. No, wait, it's Casey. Jared texted me last night. I swallowed hard. Before I had a chance to respond, she'd sent another message. He wanted to make sure I was okay. See? He's not all bad.
Oh,
What?
lowercase. Okay, with periods. Okay, boomer.
What the hell did he want with her? Casey was pretty, definitely. She was also my best friend, and that had to factor in somewhere with him. I texted back, he's up to something! Exclamation point. Maybe, maybe not, was her response.
Was her missing
Why is
a? I mean, whatever. However you're doing it, that's
not it? It's
it's
not
done wrong.
capitalized.
It's done wrong. Okay, like you can't just.
For those who don't have the book in
I
front of
mean,
them, so
I don't know.
it's like in bold, maybe, maybe not, period, small w was her response. It's just,
I mean, you could have just said you could have just deleted the was her response and just let it be maybe maybe not.
yes.
That was the last I heard from Casey until lunch. There you go. Problem
Yeah.
solved. But whatever, I mean, the worst possible option at every turn here.
That was the last I heard from Casey until lunch. Physics, PE, and French passed in a blur as I fought the urge to text her again. Hey, she said as we met in line to grab our lunch. Hey, so talk to me. Well, like I said, he texted to see how I was doing, and we exchanged a few more texts after that. I just thought it was nice that he checked up on me. Riveting stuff. She thought he was nice? We exited the line after paying and made our way outside, while I tried to sift through how the hell Casey went from agreeing that Jared was a dick to thinking he was quote unquote nice. Period in the quotes.
Nice.
Well, well, I was trying hard to seem like I didn't care. What could you two have talked about after that? Oh, not much. Other than you cut the electricity to his house in Terrobang. The wrong way around. She laughed it off, but I could tell she wasn't as amused as I thought she'd be. Huh? Maybe she was pissed that I didn't tell her myself. Yeah? I was fighting for words. Jared complained about me to her. The asshole's party was too loud, so I shut it down. I cleared my throat. Oh, it didn't sound as good saying it out loud. What? Okay. We took our seats at a picnic table and began digging into our food. She stayed quiet, but I caught her glancing at me between bites. What? I asked, annoyed. You told me to play the game, remember? Did you at least ask him to turn it down first? No. It came out more like a squeaky question. Oh,
You
no?
need to reread that.
No?
No, no.
No? It came out more like a squeaky question. Well, yes, on a different occasion I did. It started to feel like I was on trial. And how'd that turn out? She paused, water bottle in hand. Well, he
What?
wasn't.
Wow. What? It's like I'm there. What a great scene. What like a great scene business
Oh
for
my god.
her. She paused, water bottle in hand.
It's so intense, Ezra. Are you feeling it?
Amazing.
Well, he wasn't cooperating, so dot 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 dot.
Nice.
I incited a.
Nice. Oh, the other one, the previous one was a 4 daughter too. I didn't even see it.
It was?
Up on not much
Oh,
other than
yeah,
you cut the
true.
electricity.
Jesus. I
You
incited
little
a
four
panic
daughter.
and yelled, single quote, cops. People kind of left after that. I tipped my head back and gulped some water to keep from meeting her eyes. I was still proud of that night, but Casey clearly didn't find it funny. Instead,
I'm
she
sorry to
rolled.
keep interrupting, but I
Mm,
feel like in my head canon,
mhm,
since Casey is the one who paused, water bottle in hand,
mhm.
and then the author got confused and said, "I tip my head back and gulp some water." I am believing that Casey is just tipping water from her bottle into Tate's mouth. Like that's just a normal thing. Just like as they're talking, she just like tips her head back and she pours it in and she drinks it like a chicken.
Oh
But whatever, I don't know.
my god.
Head canon.
Yeah, approved. Instead, she rolled her eyes. Tate, when I said to play his game, I meant you meant play his game, I blurted out. What? You didn't say
I
to.
don't. I don't know. I don't
What does
know.
that mean? I'm so confused. You didn't say to kill him with kindness. You're defending him? What had happened here? It was like I was in the Twilight Zone. Okay, calm down. And Casey had been body snatched. Oh my.
Kids, the Twilight Zone, that classic show from the what 70s?
Oh,
Earlier?
oh
I
my
think it was
god.
actually earlier than that.
I
Well, it's
mean,
in black and white, so yeah,
I,
19 kids, 1959, the Twilight Zone.
I
Yeah,
think
kids. Okay.
Twilight Zone is iconic enough to be.
It is iconic, but like still. I mean, this
Yeah.
dumb has never seen. Maybe she watched it with her. Does she have a grandpa? I don't even know. Probably.
Oh my god, yeah. Um, all I'm saying is that Jared has talked to you. Her voice was calm, the opposite of mine. That's it. You look like the bully now. You've broken up two of his parties, broken his friend's nose, and need that same friend in the balls. What is wrong? She is not supportive, this friend. What? She is gaslighting her, actually.
Gaslighting her, bro.
Yeah.
Wasn't the friend like? Wasn't Maddox like groping her titty or
Yes.
something?
Yes.
Like Jesus.
And, other
Oh
things.
boy.
Great. Fucking. Oh, okay, italicized. Great. Fucking great. He's coming off looking like the victim? He's not telling you the whole story. Oh, sputtered. He's not telling you the whole story. I sputtered. He broke into the girls'
Yeah.
locker room while I was getting dressed. Why is the apostrophe of girls' locker room? Isn't it like supposed to be before the S?
It's I the that's something that like I don't even know, man. Because it's like, is what is the title of it? Is the title of the locker room, the plural for girls? Girls locker room. I don't even know.
Well,
That always actually confuses me.
you don't say girls' locker room because that's what you would say here. It's girls'
If
locker
it was
room.
girl, yeah, but if you're just like calling it a locker room and then saying like the group of girls, it's the girls. It depends on if you're like if girls locker room is the title of the
Mm-hmm.
room, or if you're saying it's the locker room that is the girls locker room. I don't know.
Okay,
it
I can
it's
see.
just dumb. I feel like it's better. I feel like the apostrophe after the S is usually ugly in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but as far as like grammar goes, like I don't know.
It's safe.
That's one thing that like I do that in these fucking articles that I edit, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like they're always talking about like people's passports or whatever, and it's
Mm-hmm.
6 months 6 months validity remaining, but they always are saying like 6 months is validity. It's just like, oh my god, it's so annoying. I hate it.
Anyway, but like
Anyway,
Penelope wins this round. She's safe for now because it's
safe
actually
for now.
okay. Casey frowned, looking confused. He just talked to you though, right? He didn't touch you? Not with his hands, no. Thankfully, she showed some concern for me finally. I was ready to rip her head off. Well, he didn't attack me, of course, I snapped defensively. For a moment, I considered telling her that he'd broken into my house, but that would just send her back to him with questions that he'd answer dot 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 his way.
Dot dot dot.
Yeah, that's three
Forgot to
dots.
hit that extra dot, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
He has issues, Casey conceded. But I told you, there's something going on between you two that you haven't dealt with. I'm just not convinced that he's such a bad guy after all. Sweat beaded my brow, and I took a deep breath. Casey, Jared is bad news. You know this? I mean, really, he's a jerk, and I don't want. Oh, wait, let me just restart that. Casey, Jared is bad news. You know this. I mean, really, he's a jerk, and I don't want you making excuses for him. He's not worth it. She shrugged, probably not wanting to argue, but definitely not wanting to give in. The discussion was over, and for the first time, I wanted to throttle my best friend. My only friend, pretty much. So have you. Oh, it's her. Okay. So have you talked to Liam? Wait, so have you talked to Liam at all since Saturday night? I changed the subject before ripping a bite out of my chicken sandwich. The return of the chicken.
Hell yeah.
No, and I couldn't care less, she snipped and concentrated on her phone. What are these people doing? It's like, first water bottle? No. Okay.
He's doing that scene business. You gotta like remind people that they're having lunch. I gotta tell her to do something with her phone.
Oh my god. Uh huh. I muttered, not convinced. Liam and Casey had been together longer than any other couple I knew. Wow, I was just thinking, you don't know anybody married? But I guess not, actually. That's kind of sad. I had a difficult time wrapping my head around the idea that Casey didn't care about his betrayal and losing him. If I were her, I probably wouldn't be able to forgive him, but that didn't mean it wouldn't hurt. Hey, Tate, how are you? Oh, yeah. Hey, Tate, how are you? Ben Jameson plopped down on the bench next to me, looking as good as always. We had zilch in common, but he was cute and made me laugh. Hi, I'm
Okay, I
good.
mean, winner.
Yeah, basically take home to mom, or dad in this case.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm good. You? I had spoken to Ben a few times lately. He seemed not to notice the rumor about Jared and me in the locker room. Is this the guy with the room temperature IQ? I think it
I don't
is.
even think that he's been. I don't even think he's been mentioned before.
think he was the one organizing that party, and it was like, what are you playing, pop or country? And then he said country, and internally she was like,
Oh,
ugh.
wait. Oh yeah, she did talk to him in
Yeah.
she talked to him in class or whatever. He got the
And
full name then too. Ben Jameson. Nice. It's just like Tyler Crowley for my Twilight heads out there. It's good stuff. Amazing.
okay.
The full name. Okay.
Okay, wait. Where was I? Oh,
In
I'm
the locker
good.
room.
I'm good. Dot dot
I'm
dot.
good.
Oh, that's how it's supposed to sound. I'm
I think so.
good.
I'm good.
He strung out the good like he was nervous and looking for what to say next. There's this Mexican restaurant, Los Aztecas, that opened. Wait, he's white. Los Aztecas that opened up while you
Las
were
Aztecas.
Las Aztecas that opened up while you were away, and I was wondering if you'd let me Apollo
You don't know
Apollo
he's white. He could
Ben
have
Jameson.
ethnic parents. You don't know. Maybe they're just like, we want him to not get, discriminated against on college applications, so we gave him a
Oh,
white
true.
man name. You don't know.
Okay, benefit of the doubt. Los Aztecas.
So do it all in now. Do it all in a Mexican
Oh my
accent.
god, I cannot do that. It would be
I'm
so
not going to.
offensive. You are not baiting me, Ezra. I hate it.
Damn it! Damn
I
it!
will do it in the German one. There's this Mexican restaurant that opened up while
Amazing.
you were away, and I was wondering if you'd let me apologize for being a dick and not asking you out a lot sooner by taking you to dinner this week. He raised his eyebrows and waited. A surprised laugh jumped out of my throat. Well, he was refreshingly honest.
Jumped out.
And it's like, please, how does a surprised laugh sound? Like
I've.
that.
I don't know.
Well, I searched for words. How do I know you won't be a dick on our date? I challenged him. Casey giggled beside me. Oh, yeah, Casey's still there. Ben's eyes smiled. His eyes smiled, Ezra. And he bit his bottom lip, clearly turning over something in his head. He took out a piece of paper from his notebook and started writing. After about a minute, he handed the paper to me and walked off. Looking over his shoulder just once and offering a winning smile, he turned and disappeared into the cafeteria. What does it say? Casey peered down at the note in my hand before taking a bite of her chicken wrap. Opening it
Oh,
up.
hold on. Oh no. Okay, I thought there was an error there, but
Mm,
Tate has a chicken sandwich, but Casey settled for a chicken wrap, I guess. So okay, all right, it tracks.
they like
Well,
chicken.
I thought you made an error.
Mm,
Thought it was an error. Thought the
mm.
sandwich turned to a wrap, but I was
My
wrong.
god, there's a lot of
You got me
twists.
this time.
Near misses. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah. Uh huh.
No, what's the opposite of a near miss? A near
A near
near headshot?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Near
A near,
bullseye? Okay, whatever.
the opposite of a near miss. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, whatever. She keeps on getting away with things in this chapter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barely.
Opening it up, I immediately smiled. He had written a contract. What? To whom it may concern. I promised to take Tatum Brunt to dinner. She is pretty, smart, and lovely. My fucking god. I should consider myself lucky if she says yes. If I act like a dick, then I am stupid, brainless. No, wait. I am a stupid, brainless arsehole. All who see this note have my permission to retaliate in any way necessary. The most attractive, humorous, wealthy superhero in school. What's his name again? Ben Jameson.
Ben Jameson. I'm just saying.
What is
Let me
this?
just do a little math. Let me just do a little math here, real quick. Uh, it did say it took him
A minute.
After about a minute. So
That's
how many
quick.
words is in this?
I don't know how quick you write.
Is it quick?
Handwritten?
Because that's like 60 words basically. So it took him a second per word. one entire second. A lot of those words are the letter I. I don't know, man. I don't think this guy's very bright.
Well, he
60
had to
seconds
think about
is.
what he was writing a little bit. I'm not sure actually based on that.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, go on.
Also, why is the to whom it may
Jesus.
concern all cap like the first letter is always caps? Anyway,
Oh yeah, it's a good question. I don't know.
I passed the note to Casey and watched as she tried to not spit out food during her laughter. Not 3 seconds later, I got a text. Tonight, pick you up at 7. He wasn't giving me much time to think about it, was he? I had been using my dad's car since returning, so I texted him back and told him I would meet him there. I'd rather have the option to leave when I wanted. Sounds good. He shot back right away. Oh no, it's her. No, it's him. Okay. I couldn't keep the smile off my face, and Casey was looking at me curiously. Well, she asked with her mouth full. Oh, well? Ezra, how do I make a sound of somebody speaking with their mouth full?
Wow.
Well?
Wow. 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 I
She
don't
asked
know.
with her mouth
You
full.
can put a wow. You put
Well?
I don't know. I put a couple fingers in my mouth and tried that. Now my fingers are just wet.
Well?
So
I did.
wow. Is that what you did? Did that work? That worked pretty. That sounded pretty good.
You have to
We just
pull
take
out
a
your
bite
teeth.
of like a big like baguette or something.
A baguette, a chicken
I
wrap.
wish I had a baguette. A chicken. Yeah, take a bite of a chicken wrap.
I couldn't keep the smile off my face, and Casey was looking at me. Wait, I already read that. Okay, he's taking me to dinner tonight. Even though I was excited to be on an actual date, my tone was cavalier. What the hell? Cavalier.
Cavalier. Cavalier. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just tonally a
that's
little
a
bit.
phrase. Well, yeah, it's a weird thing
Yeah.
for a teen to say.
Ben seemed like a nice guy. No,
Seemed
there is
like
no.
nice guy.
Yeah, I just realized.
I just caught that too, bro.
Ben seemed like
Ben
nice
seemed like
guy.
Ben seemed like nice guy. I noticed my heart don't beat faster when he around. Like fucking caveman, bro.
Oh my god, wasn't it supposed to? I'm meeting him at 7. There had been a few dates while I studied abroad, but none of them turned out to be more than friends. Ben and I had different
Okay, yeah.
interests.
In France, these
In
guys would have been drooling all over her. Are you kidding me? Oh my
The
god.
definition of friends in
French
France.
men. Ugh, yeah,
They're-
exactly. Yeah, it's like we know what that means.
Exactly. Oh my god, so she had a lot of friends in France.
Would have been passed around like
Oh
a croissant over there, like a
Oh
pan au
my-
chocolat.
A pan au chocolat. Ben and I had different
Pain au
interests.
chocolat.
Pan.
Eh.
Oh my god.
It's a hard noise for Americans to make. Okay,
Well, I don't know how to. Huh?
so nasal.
Pan? Pan?
It's not. None of that is like bad, but it's like it's very like nasal. I don't know. It's like I don't. It's hard to make. It's one of the few sounds in French that's hard to make for Americans. I feel like
Really?
it's the same as like eh.
Aren't Americans
deux,
like
trois.
nasally?
Yeah, but like it's not when you're pronouncing like an N. It's like not at like the end of a word like that. Like we
Yeah.
are nasally, but it's nasally on like it's not nasally on like a consonant. It's always nasally on like a vowel.
Okay.
You know. But like I don't know. It's a little tricky. Like that's
agree.
basically what it is. But like that's not great for real French. But I'm not good at it. But
No, I'm
I'm
not
using
good
that
at
French degree when I can. So what are you gonna do?
Ben and I had
Just don't
different
call him a.
Oh.
I was gonna say, just don't call him a chocolatine.
Oh my
I think
god.
that's like a big thing. Apparently, I saw somebody get like kicked out of a bakery because I forget if I think it's Paris.
Mm-hmm.
It might be Paris where they do call them that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place that it's like a sub sandwich versus a grinder or whatever, and it's like if you call them the wrong thing in the wrong place, they'll be like, "Get the fuck out of my bakery!
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
serving you." It's amazing.
It's
Oh, I
the
love the
same
French.
as when Americans come to Germany and they call toast bread. It's like very
Oh,
offensive.
sure. Okay, but in
Hmm.
isn't that like actually different though?
I don't
Or-
know. I think that toast is bread. What the fuck else
You
is
just
it?
call bread. No wait, is it that you call bread toast?
No, bread in
Or no?
Germany is like something completely holy and sacrosanct.
Right.
It's a
Yeah, yeah,
second.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's funny. I mean, the chocolatine thing is funny because it is the exact same thing. It's literally just a different name. It's I
Oh,
mean, panda. As far as I understand it, it's the exact same thing.
oh,
They just get mad.
I think
It's crazy.
there's something similar. Like there's a certain sausage
Mm-hmm.
that depending on where you are, you call it the other thing. So
Mm-hmm.
Vienna in German is Wien, and the
Mm-hmm.
sausage that I think is also based. Anyway, it's called Wienerle, which
Mm-hmm.
is wiener,
Nice.
and
Classic.
in Wien in Austria they call it Frankfurter. I
Oh yeah, it's
think
okay. Yeah, Frankfurter. See, there's that nasal. Frankfurter.
Frankfurter,
Nah,
Frankfurter.
that's good. That's good. Oh,
I
I'll have
had
you talking like
practice.
an American in no time.
Oh
That's
my god.
amazing.
Okay, where was I? Jesus.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let's get back on track.
Yeah. Ben and I had different interests, but it wasn't like guys had been pounding down my door lately. I could go on one date with him. Hey, maybe he'd surprise me. Oh my god, don't we love a pity date? That's awesome. Call me tonight after you get home. I want to hear how it goes. Casey probably knew I was still apprehensive about the attention I'd been getting. I thought she just said she didn't get any attention.
Yeah.
After so long of not trusting people and being ignored outside of my small circle, my head fogged at the idea of one of the best looking guys in my class asking me out. Paranoid, I chastised myself. After the latest rumor, things seem to have calmed down, though. Apparently, Mr. Fitzpatrick, the drama teacher, was caught in a rendezvous with
Oh,
Senior
French.
Chelsea Berger, so I was old news for now. What is with the German?
The teacher is banging a student. That
Yeah.
I want to read. Let's read that book. That sounds like a wild
Oh my
time.
god. You know, I actually,
Caught me
you
at
want to read a good
rendezvous.
book potentially, or do you want to keep? You're gonna
What
hate it.
book?
It's released. It was released 4 days ago. It's called Half His Age.
Oh Jesus! She was 25. You sick fuck.
No, she's 17. That's what the blurb said.
What is he? 32? I can count that.
I have
Oh,
no
isn't Jeanette?
idea.
Wait, Jeanette McCurdy. I recognize that name. Did
Yeah,
she
she.
write
I
some
think she
other
published a memoir. I'm glad
curvy
my
book?
mom died or something.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah. So
Oh
it's probably
boy.
gonna be a funny one. Okay.
Ugh. I don't like the cover. Ugh.
I think that is the point.
Large print. I don't know why the first. It's probably because Google knows I'm old. That's so rude, bro. They came up with a large print version of the first thing that came out. That's fucked up, man. Whatever. All
They're
right, continue. Oh, that's fucked.
okay, okay. Dinner with Ben started off with him clearing the air, so to speak. I never believed that crap about you, Tate. I'll admit I was one of the ones to laugh at first, but after a while, all I had to do was look at you and see how you acted in class to know that something wasn't adding up. He took a sip of soda and added, "Plus, you look too clean to have lice." Oh my god.
Yeah, what a ladies' man.
Yeah, she's so charmed.
Yeah.
I shook my head and smiled at those stupid rumors. Well, you'd be one of the first few to think differently of me then. But be honest, it was the picture of me in my towel that got you, wasn't it? Ben nearly choked on his chip as he laughed. Oh my god.
Hey, that's dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
I've had a tortilla chip lodge in my soft palate before. I mean, it doesn't feel very good.
Please, please,
Not at
please.
all.
Uh, Wait, I'm just reading one. Oh no, I should read this out loud. Blowing off all the shit of the past few years seemed like the best idea right now. Jared was drama. Casey was drama. I wanted Ben to be easy. I just wanted to have fun tonight. We ate enchiladas, and he joked that if they made a Mexican sushi restaurant, he would never eat anywhere else again. Even though I wasn't a fan of sushi, I snorted at the hilarious concept.
Red flag.
Really, not liking sushi is a red flag?
I mean, a little bit.
Oh, depends on the sushi.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Give me that. And I want Mexican food.
Yeah, I'm hungry too now.
Fuck.
For future reference to anybody's watching this, I am doing this at almost 7 p.m. in the evening over in my time zone. And I think for you, it's around lunchtime.
Good. It's just about to be noon, so God, I want to eat
Mm,
now.
you have to read one chapter and then I'll let you go. So let me finish this.
Okay. Let's go.
So
Let's
why did you
go.
ask me out? I dipped one of the remaining chips from our meal in the salsa and took a bite. Honestly, I've been wanting to for a long time. I never had the guts though. You're kind of on my bucket list. On my bucket
You're
list?
more like a bucket list, am I right?
Like,
Hey, little
I wasn't sure whether that was a compliment or an insult. Girl, how do you
oh girl,
mean?
oh honey.
This date might be ending sooner rather than later. You know, one of those I simply must do this before I die type lists. I needed to get to know you better. I was always interested. Then, when you came back from Europe and I saw you the first day of school, I just couldn't get you out of my head. I narrowed my eyes listening to him. I'd kept my head down for most of high school, not knowing that Ben had a crush. Girl, you're jumping to conclusions. I,
Good day.
I couldn't help but think how different school would have been if Jared had never turned on me. Question mark. I couldn't help but think how different school would have been if Jared had never turned on me. So, you've
Oh,
been scared away by rumors all these years? What a coward. I chastised sarcastically. What surprised me was that the barb came out of my lips so easily. I wasn't nervous around him, and my shoulders relaxed. It nipped at the back of my mind that it also meant that I didn't care what he thought either. He leaned in, his full lips turned up. Well, I hope I'm remedying that tonight.
uh, yes, ladies. Everyone knows that a man you're relaxed around is a worthless man.
You don't want that guy, no?
Yeah, what a piece of shit. A guy that you can joke around with
Yeah,
and feel like he won't push you up against the wall and menace you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and clench
Mm-hmm.
his jaws.
Oh yeah, clenching the jaw.
So far, so good. We left the restaurant and laughed as we walked around downtown talking about plans for college. On the way back to our cars, I sucked in a breath as he leaned in to kiss me. Surprisingly, his lips were soft and gentle, and his warmth willed me to lean into him. What is happening? I placed my hands on his chest as he wrapped his arms around me, and he didn't try to force his tongue into my mouth. It was safe, comfortable, definitely not what it should be. What?
Oh boy, girly. Oh dear.
I used to like cringe at people who say that, like, don't normalize just because you're reading dark books. Wait, no. What they are saying is that reading dark books normalizes the behavior, which, I fundamentally don't agree with. But
Mhm.
in this case,
Yeah, I think so.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
girl. Oh dear.
I hadn't experienced any of the thrill Casey talked about when being close to a guy you're attracted to. Definitely not the kind of excitement I read about in the books about high school girls and fallen angels.
Oh boy.
And not the and not the kind of pulsing heat I feel when I'm around. No! No! Exclamation point. I stopped my train of thought dead in its tracks.
Hey,
That's
that's a
not.
good. Hey, I gotta give her credit. Look at that. That's like a metaphor that makes sense. She did
Oh
it.
my, is it the
Stopped
first
the train
time?
of thought dead in its tracks. I mean, that just works. I
It
don't have no
works.
notes. No
Look at this
notes.
chapter is the best
Look
so
at
far.
that.
Look at that.
What a good job. Who knew she could do it?
You were so mean. that that's not attraction, I told myself. It's just adrenaline brought on by confrontation. Can you imagine she's making out with this dude and this is what she's thinking about? Poor guy. My body's
Yeah, that
reaction
is kind of embarrassing for him.
Yeah. My body's reaction to him wasn't something I could control. Can I call you? He whispered. Yes, I nodded. Oh, I love it. She said yes, and we get the action tag that she nodded.
Nice.
A little embarrassed that my mind was preoccupied on another guy. Oh, look at that. She's self aware.
Preoccupied with another guy, I feel like. Preoccupied on another guy is a
Yeah,
weird
I think
and
with.
maybe just wrong way to say that.
I
I'm
think so.
preoccupied
You were doing
with.
so
Yeah, so well. Well.
well.
Well
I was
adjacent.
I was interested in spending time with him again. Maybe the spark hadn't been there tonight, but I was stressed and he deserved another chance. Maybe it just took time. Look at her, benevolent queen.
Wow.
Ben waited for me to get into my car before he pulled out. Grabbing my phone, I hurried to text Casey and share the details of my date. Even with the slight doubt about my attraction, I had a good time and was excited to share good news with her. Can I come over? Did you have fun? She asked. Yes, but I want to talk in person. I am not about to have a whole conversation over text messaging. Okay. Was he nice? Yes, it was good. No worries. Just kind of excited and wanted to talk. My impatience almost made me start the car and head to her house without an answer. I have to work late. See you tomorrow before class? My shoulders slumped slightly at her response. I was close to her work, but I wasn't going to bug her there. Yeah, that's fine. Night, I shot back. Look, she put an apostrophe before night in text speak. Very accurate.
Wow.
Yeah. Night.
Amazing.
Glad you had fun. Just then, I heard the rumble of a motorcycle engine cruise past my car and perform a U-turn ahead. It came to stop on the other side of the street, about 50 yards away, in front of Spotlight Cinemas, where KC worked. My fingers tingled at the sight of Jared, and everything else stopped. He left the engine running as he sat back, holding the bike in place with both jean-clad legs on either side of it. Oh my god.
Amazing.
He took out his phone from his black hoodie and appeared to be texting, and waiting. Not a minute later, Casey came bouncing out of the theater, running up to him. She leaned in and touched his arm. Holy mother, son of a... I was having trouble breathing. What the hell am I seeing right now? I watched
You
as
got a
she...
motorcycle too, and like a car, a muscle car or whatever. God, he's so cool, bro.
I watched as she smiled up at him. He grinned back at her, but didn't touch her. She was so intimate with him. Taking off his helmet, he offered it to her with a few words. She wasn't getting the smirks or threatening kinds of looks I received. She ran her fingers through his mussed hair before taking the helmet and putting it on her own head. He fastened the straps for her before she climbed on behind him and wrapped her arms around his stomach. I instantly slouched in my seat as they sped past me. They both knew my dad's car, but I was hoping they wouldn't notice it. At any rate, it wasn't like they were going to stop and say, quote unquote, hi. Needles dug under the surface of my skin and my ears were ringing. My throat ached as I fought back tears. He had won over KC. KC had lied about working late. She had her arms around him. I wasn't sure which one I was most upset about. My God, I'm too used to your kind of friends.
He had won over KC.
I'm
Jesus
used to
Christ.
the friends that you have in your books who are just, so much better than the protagonist.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I do love a good messy bestie. Ugh, it's a great trope.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay, let's go.
What happened in this? Just a lot of nothing. Not a lot of nothing. That was a long.
No,
that was
she
a long
went
time.
on
All
a
right, here we go.
date. She went on a date.
And with Ben Jameson, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I was sitting in my car for more minutes than I cared to admit. I was calm enough to drive. The entire time it took me to get home and stalk up my front porch, I had several versions of internal conversations with Casey and choice monologues directed at Jared, including all of my favorite expletives. And we don't get to know what those are. That's too bad. The more I talked to myself, the more pissed I got. Screaming, crying, stomping on some bubble wrap. They all sounded good right now. What was she thinking? Even if Jared had smooth talked her. I don't think you need a hyphen. I don't know. Even if Jared had smooth talked her, was it worth hurting her best friend over? I now guessed what Jared's move was. He was done. He was trying to turn my friend against me. Casey was very aware of what Jared had done to me, but he had gotten to her. He had brought it to her attention that her boyfriend was cheating and then swooped in to pick up the pieces. How else could she be so weak-minded?
Oh.
Wow. Okay. She needed to know Jared was using her, but how the hell could I tell her that? Keeping myself busy so I wouldn't do anything stupid. I finished my calculus homework, completed the assigned reading for government, capitalized, and cleaned out the refrigerator and cabinets of expired food. Why do you have so much expired food in your fridge and cabinets? After I'd exhausted myself with enough chores so that I'd finally stopped talking to myself, nice structure there, to myselfs, I walked upstairs to take a bath. Of course, she didn't hit 3 like some people we know. Um, After an hour, about an hour after I'd gotten out of the tub, the whir of Jared's motorcycle sounded down our street. I leapt out of bed to spy through the window. Noticing that the clock read midnight, I calculated that it had been 3 hours since he was a kid. That's like hacker speak. Noticing that the clock read midnight, I calculated that it had been 3 hours since I'd seen him with Casey. 3 fucking hours. What had they been doing? Sorry.
Ezra, you have to do the Death Note voice.
Oh yeah. Noticing that the clock read midnight, it's been a long time since I've actually seen it. I've only seen like memes. Noticing that the clock read midnight, I calculated that it had been 3 hours since I'd seen him with KC. 3 fucking hours. What had they been doing? He arrived home alone. That was good, at least. Is that good? Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
If I put my hand in this bag of potato chips, oh hell yeah. Okay.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
That's so good. It's not a good show, but that is some iconic shit right there.
Yeah.
Did I already tell you? I must have already told you about the one where they take out all the inner monologue when he's like talking to Elle.
Yeah.
And so like he's like, "Are you Kira?" And then it's just like 30 seconds of silence. And he's like, "No." It's so fucking funny, bro. It's so funny. Oh my god. It's like, yeah, that's him, 100%. 30 seconds to answer the question. Okay. As he pulled into his driveway, I noticed the headlights of another vehicle coming to an abrupt stop in front of his house. Jared hopped off his bike and removed his helmet, but kept it secured in his hand. He raced to the curb to meet the car's occupants. Okay. The driver and his passenger had already vacated. Why is this written so weird? Occupants secured in his hand, vacated the car, and met up with Jared. Yeah, it literally is. That's exactly what I was thinking. This is like a police report, bro. The driver and his passenger had already vacated the car and met up with Jared toe to toe. He removed his helmet, but it was secured in his hand. So, you know. What's this? Jared towered over them, not only in height, but in build. Oh, he towered over them in build. Okay. He had been tall at 14, and by now he had to exceed 6 feet. Suspect exceeded 6 feet. Judging by the way he got in their faces, these guys were not his friends. Oh my god, is this like the mob? I hope so. I opened you mean the French doors?
Yeah.
Okay. I opened the double doors to get a better view. Jared waved the helmet in the space between them, and the other guys were yelling and trying to advance in his face. I caught the words, "fuck you," and "get over it." They continued to bark at each other loudly and intrusively. Okay.
Barking.
It was hard to catch my little DMX. It was hard to catch my breath all of a sudden. Their argument seemed to be getting out of control. Ernest Klein. Should I call the cops? As much as they pushed into his space, Jared didn't retreat. The odds were against him, though. Shit, Jared, just get out of there. One of the men pushed him and I flinched. Oh my god, girl, you're so dramatic. Reacting, Jared got in the guy's face and pushed into him with his body until the guy was forced to back up.
So tense.
So he just like pushes his body against him, like he didn't push him with his arms, he just pushes his chest into the other guy's chest, I think is what she's trying for here.
Chest bumped?
Amazing.
Oh my god.
That moment, Maddox GTO sped down the street to a screeching halt, okay? As soon as the strangers saw him hop out of the car and run in their direction, they started throwing punches at Jared. He lost hold of his helmet. Oh, I thought it was secured, and it slammed to the ground. Jared charged one of the guys, and they dropped to ground level, looking like an MMA fight. All right, I'll never make fun of female fantasy authors again, I guess, for their fights, because that's pretty bad.
Cinema.
Each boy rolled on the lawn, jabbing and belting. Nice. No. Oh my god.
What
Sorry, I read ahead a little bit. Snatching my phone off the bed, I raced out of my room and down the stairs. Pulling open the drawer to the entryway table, I grabbed the Glock 17 my father
Hell
instructed I
yeah.
keep there when I was home alone. Fuck yeah. Is it the
Let's
first
go.
mention of Glock 17?
Oh my
Hold
god.
on. Didn't
What
she
is
just
that
call it a
book?
gun before? Yeah, she must have looked up. She must have played some Call of Duty in between
Mhm.
these. I grabbed the Glock 17, my 9mm hollow points. My father instructed I keep there when I was home alone. I clutched the doorknob, call the cops, or go outside. This would be over before the cops got here. What is she gonna shoot them all? Screw it. I swung open the. Is it now we're finally getting into some exciting
Yeah.
stuff. I swung open the door and stepped onto the porch. The boys were all on Jared's front lawn with Maddox. Wait, they're all boys? The boys were all on Jared's front lawn with Maddox and Jared straddling their opponents and punching them into oblivion. Sounds like heated rivalry. Am I right, people? Uh, my heart pounded at the display, but I couldn't look away. Ugh. The sense of urgency that made me run outside lessened when I realized Jared was winning. What an action sentence that is.
Oh my god.
Mesmerized by the fight happening in front of me, I blinked when I heard Jared's disgusted howl. Can I get a disgusted howl, Charlie?
What?
Disgusted
I don't know.
howl? Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Um, his opponent, an older tattooed guy, had pulled out a knife and sliced his arm. I ran down the stairs, gun in hand, in time to see Jared dive for his helmet and hit the guy over the head with it. The other guy crumpled to the ground, moaning and blood dripping off his forehead. Okay, that's a bad sentence. It's grammatically incorrect. The other guy crumpled to the ground, moaning and blood dripping off his forehead. The knife lay on the grass at his side. Jared stood up, hovering over the nearly unconscious guy. A lot of guys in this page. Maddox pounded his fist one more time into his opponent's gut, and swinging him over his shoulder,
Oh
he
my
dumped
god.
him onto the ground near his Honda.
The
First mention of the
sentences are
Honda, I
getting
think.
worse.
They are getting worse. Jared left his opponent bloody and barely moving on the ground while he squeezed his left bicep. His opponent's left bicep or his left bicep? The arm of his black hoodie was blood-soaked and glistened where he'd been cut. My worried eyes shot to the hand on that arm. What? A steady red stream dripped off his fingertips. I had a brief impulse to go and help him, but resisted. The kindness would only be... Oh, now she's back to being a whiner. The kindness would only be thrown back in my face. He and Maddox would need trips to the ER, but it was a school night. Jared's mom should be home. Walking over to the Honda, Jared raised his helmet above his head and brought it down with a deafening crash on the windshield. Again, he repeated the action, smashing the windshield. Again, he repeated the action, smashing the windshield again and again until it was shattered beyond usefulness. That's very detailed. Heading back towards the house, Jared stopped by the man on the ground. You're not welcome at the Loop anymore. His voice was low and strained. His tone was eerily calm. Eerily calm. All right, let me read that one again.
Mm-hmm.
Eerie. It's gotta be like, whew, it sent a shiver down my spine.
Mm-hmm.
You're not welcome at the Loop anymore. That's so hard. That's a hard line reading. You're not welcome at the Loop anymore. It's kind of calm. I don't know. It's hard to hit eerie, I won't lie.
Yeah.
I could do nothing but stand there, paralyzed with shock at the scene I'd just witnessed. As Jared bent to pick up the second guy.
I have
What?
Maddox
Maddox,
here,
sorry.
so.
Sorry. As Maddox went to pick up the second guy, his attention snapped to me. Jared, he warned. Jared, following his gaze, turned his eyes on me. A little too late, I realized I was standing with a gun, ... in the open, ... in my underwear. My 3 Days Grace t-shirt, nice, and red boy shorts covered me, but they were tight. Ew. My feet were bare, grippers out, and my hair hung loose down my back. Oh, speaking of...
What?
I gotta tell you something. I can't say it on
Okay.
a recording, but I do have something funny to tell you.
Okay.
I don't think I've told you. You'll like it. My feet were bare and my hair hung loose down my back. The Glock secured tightly in my right hand hung at my side with the safety on. What? Oh dear. Was the safety on? Yes, the safety was on. ... I think. Okay. Good gun safety. Maddock was bleeding from the nose, no doubt broken again, but he grinned at me. Jared looked dangerous. He studied me, his dark eyes and severe brow making me feel more exposed than I already was. His hands clenched into fists while his gaze traveled warily down my body. Okay.
Thanks.
It's a weird way to look at a half-naked girl, I guess. Kind of like, ew, what am I going to find down there? And then to the gun in my hand. I could feel the energy coming off of him in heat waves. Ugh, I'm a stupid girl. Had I really wanted to help him? I mean, it looked like he was getting the shit beat out of him. What? I cocked my eyebrow and pursed my lips in an effort to look annoyed. What an asshole to bring this drama to our street. Turning, I walked quickly up my porch steps and slammed the door behind me. Taking the gun to my bedroom that night? What? I wasn't sure what I was protecting myself from. A damn gun wasn't going to keep those brown eyes out of my dreams. Well, I mean, best chapter so far. That's the end of the chapter. Best chapter by far.
Yeah, because there's actually something happening.
Damn. Block 17 mentioned. I mean, obviously, we love to see that.
Yeah.
3 Days Grace. Warily examining a half-naked woman. I mean, what more can you ask for? A lot of it looking like an MMA fight. Yes. Each boy rolled on the lawn, jabbing and belting. Nice. Yeah, that's. It's like I'm there. Honestly, it's like I'm there.
I was thinking like.
Amazing stuff.
What is warily?
Amazing
bored,
stuff,
right? Like you're kind of bored.
Warily is like warily is like the one that she used is like nervously. Is like you're worried about what you might see.
Oh, suspicious, kind of like.
Yeah. His gaze traveled warily down my body.
Okay.
And then to the gun in my. Oh, I don't. A lot going on here. I'm kind of
like now wondering, is this really a high school romance or is there going to be mob shit, like you said? Are we going to go there?
Mean, it's probably like these guys came because, he dinged his car in the loop. I can't wait till we get to the loop and get to hear her write an action scene about racing.
Oh my god.
It'll be amazing.
That's gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be just like the Fast and Furious.
Do you want to do that reading if we find out?
I mean, maybe. It sounds amazing.
We'll see.
All right.
I know you're busy.
No, you gotta stop this recording so I can tell you the thing that made me laugh.
Okay. I'll do the outro. Okay, guys, I think this is part 7 of Fine Literature Hour. We're gonna try to do this weekly since for some reason I think we do have regular viewers now.
What a great life.
Yeah, so that was that. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.